Hi, Danielle Fowler, my child that is here. So, the last video you saw, I was crying. Now I'm going to give more details why I'm crying. Update. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But it's part of my life. So, the last video I made a couple days ago, I was crying. It was Saturday, Monday night. Why I was crying because, okay, I explained the promises, 3 promises. Yeah. Miss World, $1 million, and Ryan Fowler as current husband slash, current God declared husband slash husband in future when we walk down the aisle eventually. Anyways, point is, those are the 3 promises. And God is like, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna give it to you. Mind you, Miss World happened last week. And Miss Poland won, according to the TV I heard. Yeah. So, why am I still here? Yeah, that's the point. Like, that's why I'm crying. Because mind you, the night happened. Let's talk about that day, alright? That day I was like, alright, God, I trust you. I'm waiting. Now to a certain point, I was kind of new, but I was like, I'm going to just keep that faith to the last 12 o'clock strike, but technically that's 12 o'clock. But then I went to a setup, and setup was kind of boring, but at the same time I went there. I don't really go to setup to like party, but like to kind of, it's like a part of worshiping. Because most setup you start off with the gospel song them, and then they go into R&B, and then kind of enjoy that. But most time when I go into the first part, I'll be like, yes, oh my God, it's awesome. When you sing the song, then when you move, when you, hey, yes. And yeah, this one was kind of like, yeah, not there. But I tried to worship, and I was like, God, I'm trying to trust you. And I didn't see any indication. So yeah, I left about 10. Nope. 10 I wanted to, but Lana was like, no, I don't want nobody to be. I want to. Mostly his family, Raheem, and his family is always fearful of. Mind you, I don't know why he'd be fearful, because as I've been telling him and many other people, I've left the door open, so if he wanted to, he could have. As I was saying, if he wanted to, the door is open. I'm tired of telling this person this to Leonard, and so it's like. It's like the door is open, bruh. Like, I would punch him, but the door is open, bruh. Like, it's much of a piss off. Which take it to, by the time, anyways, I reached home, walked home by myself. People around me, alright, yeah, man, I'm alright. I'm feeling, I have no fear. I can't touch this. I'm Oscar in Shark Tales. But I'm not Oscar where I'm faking it. I really got God's power behind me, so I can't touch this. Some people know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm not afraid. Anyways, it's fast. Rewind back. So what I was saying is, I reached home. Guess what was on the TV? The Miss World pageant. I heard it. Anyways, my reaction to everything by the end of that day, because like I give it a year and a day. Imagine a year and a day in faith. A year and a day in faith. And you're just like, that's what happened. And I like to laugh and cry at the same time, but I was mostly laughing. What am I supposed to do? And I was just at peace. I was at peace, and like as I didn't cry, I was at peace. It's like, yeah. And I was like, shake it off. Time for me to do me, right? 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 It's time for me to do me. So let's get to the point of why I cried. I'm tired. I did 12 months and a day. Waiting on God with the like attitude, the annoyance, the problems, like my parents being one of the main ones. They literally attack me, and I mentioned this earlier to a lady, and she said, "This is you. Wait, but that were your parents attack you." Literally, you were in the room when my dad came and grabbed me. I had to bite him. Yes, it's called an attack. You will literally take a bunch of people from church, come on me yard for grab me. Somebody, that is an attack. You literally call the police on your daughter, don't even call first, ask if she's okay. That is an attack, especially knowing that wellness calls can lead to death in Canada. That is an attack. So I ain't changing that from attack. Yes, they attack me. 12 months. I'm losing faith. I remember even when I told somebody I'm done, like, I did it 12 months, I did what I can, and one guy's like, yeah, I don't know what God is. Same God, I'm pretty sure it's the same God we worship from the way of the Bible. It's like, I don't know which God, good, but glad. And I'm like, y'all have no faith. Me saying I am done waiting has nothing to do with God's capability. Let's be clear. God still can do it. My willing to not wait is because I am tired. That's the reason for me crying. I am tired. How much longer must I go through all of this shit? My parents were asked, how much longer? What if you have to wait more years? My problem with waiting more years is them. My problem with waiting more years is the attacks. My problem with waiting more years is the fact that I'm deprived of things and I have to put myself in danger, or I had to be trying or pour my heart out and watch the same person that's supposed to protect it, nurture it, and care for it attack it. I am tired. I am tired. That is the reason I cry. I am tired. I am tired. But that does not change God's capabilities. Okay? Let's be clear. God can do all I said still. Okay? Whether or not I can see it or not, God can still do it. That is not why I cry. That is not the reason why I'm like, I'm done. I was sing. I'm done. Okay? Now that we get that clear, because I had to make sure. Let's get back to the reason why I cry, reason why I'm reluctant to do all of this. I'm tired. My heart hurts. My heart hurts. It wants love. It wants care. I don't want to have to depending on people who just want to tell me go work. I don't want to be putting my heart out to people who are literally hurting it. I like what God promised. The future that He promised, it's not my present. And I'm tired and I cannot do much longer. So my stance is, I'm like reluctantly in it, is I want results. I'm not here to wait. I'm looking for results. So right now, God showed me some results and I'll break that down, right? So Friday last week, God gave me results. For example, one of the results for last year, I remember like God was like, Ryan needs it. I'm like, the right who? What? That dude got a girlfriend. I'm probably like, excuse me, and people lies and talking about how he's only keeping in contact because, bruh. And you saying he need, I was pissed the frick. I didn't want to hear that. But a lot of people were like, maybe it's the girl. She don't want to let go. Maybe it's this. She don't want. I didn't want to listen, but I was like, okay, fine. You're not letting go. I'm tired of fighting you. What are you trying to say? And basically, God brought it to my attention because I've heard of a mother, a brother, and her. But I never heard of the father, and it's like, boom. I was like, oh. God's like, boom. But the impression God gave me is a bad gun-related guy. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know details. Don't want to sing the words, but it's because, I had high views of her based on the fact that Ryan liked her because he has good taste. I mean, let's get to the point. And I just thought of her as, good, she's Adventist. I just thought highly of her. So I didn't think the worst, but I didn't put it against it. So then Over time, January, my parents were like, oh, when you call her and tell her to, or call her out and call her. On the video where I'm like, I'm married, I'm gonna act like it. I told her to leave. And I was like, starting it. They're like, their family was upset and we have to apologize. And it's false. Because I said this on my tweets. Let's clear again. I do not stand behind the apology. I do not approve of that apology. And I'm not apologizing for anything. Okay? I apologized to her on September 4th, and that's the only apology I'm going to give. I don't care. God say I'm married, I'm going to have to stand in it, so leave. I didn't make any threats. I have no apology. Anyways, back to what I was saying. And so I heard that he's a police officer. So I was like, oh, I got sad, bad gun related, I didn't put against the worst, but at the same time, I was like, I was sure. So when I got police, I was like, I already knew this. So yeah. When I found out he was police, God was like, that's not a full story. And I was like, oh God. So Friday, when God was home, just trust me. I know you saw what happened Wednesday or heard. Just come on. Just it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Information is brought to me. Not even brought, because they didn't even know they were bringing information to me. Just like thick. Like, I didn't even realize it till those people was like boom, and then somebody's like, yeah, it is XYZ's father, and I was like, ooh, damn. But I was like, I'm done with this wait, because like, I don't know, but I see that it was like confirmation what God was showing me already, and the fact that, that fear, whether it's threat or not or whatever, looms in Brandon's head and whatever, and how it's all handled, I guess. And I was like, oh, or not even whole handed, maybe it's fear of what could consequence come if he ever left the girl in a certain way. To me, it's just like, anyways, the point is, you know what? I put the thread. I made a tweet thread about the whole ordeal, even the responsibility on Raheem, because I'm not putting all blame on the fear that they may have instilled, or I'm pretty sure they instilled on him if he ever breaks their heart or whatever it is. I don't really care. He could also do what's right and not let that affect him, but literally do what is right, which is being honest, or just the whole thing. But anyways, the point is that thread will be down below. You can read about it. Anyways, let's fast forward. But that was a mind-blowing experience when I found out that information and how I did it. It was just like, I didn't went looking for it. I didn't care to look for it. It just like, I was like, oh. And then it got confirmation, and then it was like, oh. And it was like another reassurance that God is with me. I was like, brah. So yeah, I forgot. Leading up to this time, so Wednesday was the year and a day expiry in this programming. Anyways, by the next day, I was like, all right, I'm done with this. I did it. I did my best that I can. Time to move forward, move on. New things, new people. Maybe John, maybe not really. John at the time. Now I've noticed he's kind of around more, but something happened. I kind of opened the opportunity, and he just kind of like, and I guess out of fear or whatever. But at the same time, he didn't even try to have a conversation. So I'm just like, you're lucky. But the point is, he gave a space that was beautiful, and I liked that. I felt seen, wanted, cared for, and more. And that was what I was ready to dive into. Find a friendship. Yes, I knew I cannot marry or dive into other things, because I couldn't deny that God was guiding me and God declared me married. So that can't change until He's permanently removed. and that's only by death. So because it's God who declared it, I can't. So I know I could maybe create a space where I'm friends with somebody where we know we hold on to the hope of more as we stay friends. If you can't do that, that's fine. But point is, I was going to look out for that space for love and care and people who genuinely want to be around me, even when I'm good, when I'm bad, when I'm mean, when I'm kind, when I'm happy, when I'm sad. Who just wants to be there for me and make sure I'm good. And that felt great when I was friends with John before I started falling for him. And it'd be nice just to find another space for that. Something like that. So I was looking forward to that. And God was like, I haven't changed my mind, but can you trust me? It's like, no, I'm ready to move on and move forward. God's like, I'm still saying right. Like, no, nah. I still saying. And then Friday came with the information that confirmed what God had been saying. Read the tweet thread. Anyways. And I was like, okay, I understand. But still, no. I need a brave guy. No, brave enough to be honest. Brave enough to be fight with me. Because many times he's like, only when you're calm. Be brave enough to fight with me. Because I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting for this relationship. But he's none of these things. He's not. And I'm one of those people like, yo, try me. Try me. And I don't know what I'm doing. Try me. And I got God behind me. I don't know how he's going to do it. But I can walk on water. If God allow it. God said he's going to do it. But like, bruh, he's tired. I was tired. I was like, no. And then that happened. And God was like, all right, share the story. Sunday morning, Saturday night. Then one day I was like, okay, I'm still not, because you approved it too, God, that I can move forward. Not wait. That's what God approved, not waiting. And I was like, yeah. And I went into the town on Monday fresh and ready to move forward, move on, move to new heights. So when things didn't work out, because, God just orchestrated that day to just do exactly what he wanted, to show me that, hey, are you going to fight me? Or are you going to stand with me? And no one's God is saying that, because before it was just like, all right, Danielle, I understand where you're coming from. I know you're hurting. I know you're exhausted. I know you're tired. I know you know about Miss World on Wednesday and whatever. But can you trust me, Anna? Brethren, people, viewers, friends. God was very, I'm not gonna push it hard now. So I could stand like, not gonna do this. I'm gonna move forward and do my own thing. One day God was like, all right, ready now? All right, snap. Pay attention. Yeah, so what are you gonna do? And once I know that's where God is like, I'm not allowing you to do that. Can you just trust me? I knew it's either I fight people or I fight with God. That led to me crying. Today I was angry. I'm back to being very sad and just I'm tired. I was crying a lot for Monday evening. Just like I'm so tired. So tired. And let's be clear what happened in this room. It's my room. I was crying uncontrollably, breaking down, just upset, tears, crying. And I made the video because it was just like, We talked about the promises. It didn't. I don't know how to explain it because I'm seeing it's still coming. So, and so maybe I should tell a lot of people, you should move on, and that's just my plan. So I was going to do that, and so that's not the case. So I might as well share my frustration, and that's the video. And I was crying, and I went to sleep. I don't know what time God woke me up. I was like, what? No. Because I don't want God woke me up. Like, what? No. And I fell into, I thought it was sleep. But I realized now when I really reevaluate everything, I went to, I could call it sleep. And a dream came that I eventually wake up from. But this dream is, I'm there doing something, maybe like overdoing something. I don't remember what it was, but me physically focus on whatever. I'm tired and I'm doing whatever. And this person, I don't sit and talk to this person about Raheem, promises, nothing. I do not talk to this person at all in general, other than good morning, good day, good night. Technically, it's the landlord's sister. I don't really talk to her. Just interact, morning, good day, need to check up something. That's it. So in this dream, I'm just like, whatever. And that person's like, Daniel, Raheem is coming. And I point to him, I was like, no, he's not. Like, the authentic reaction. No, he's not. No. Like, almost coughed. And he's like, yeah, they're coming. And I was like, no, they're not. So I was like, so I'm there, like, doing whatever. I feel a person's coming here. I was like, I'm not gonna even think or assume. And then touch my hair. I was like, and then party goes so. I'm telling you, this is what the party goes so. I'ma look up. That was right. They look up, and it was. I was like, I was like frightened. Every emotional thing I would react naturally. Then woke up crying because it's like, what the frick? I'm tired. And I get it. Maybe it's because I was praying and crying a couple hours before, and God's like, this is the answer. I'm just like, it's a mixture of, dear God, are you giving me another? I am coming. I will deliver. Promise. Well, I'm like, I don't need no more promise to need delivery at the same time. Like, fine, if you insist. If you freaking insist. Where? Hard. Anyways, gotta prove it. I'm not waiting. But listen, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because if I'm still in this whole thing, it means I can't do my own thing. And my situation has not changed. It just paused. You know the whole problem though? It paused, and then now it's resurfaced. And the way it resurfaced is literally I could make my situation worse. Not because I want to, but because of how they've come, and now my parents' orchestration behind it. Yeah, my parents are still saying I'm bipolar, trying to manipulate the people around me and my location. I am tired of this shit. I'm literally tired, exhausted. Because if it's not the situation itself or the promises itself attacking or hurting me or frustrating me, it's the fact my environment is wrong, or just my parents letting the devil use them. I'm not apologizing for that. I'm not apologizing to point is I'm tired. Like when? How much longer we've got you them to me for what? It's not like it's just like I'm living a good life and getting a lot of stuff. I'm waiting dormantly for stuff. I have to stop what I'm doing, struggle, and wait. My whole life have to be surrounded around this weight. My whole things that I have to do have to be surrounded around this damn weight. Wait. Oh, it's no longer a wait. I forgot. It's delivery time. But I say that around this journey, around this